That's why in the Shastra it says that it's favorable, like it's good to do for serve the cows. Brahmins so serve the Brahmins. Bhusura. Bhu means particular devatas. Bhu. Brahmins are called devatas. We have to respect the Brahmins. That's why this is what is written in the Shastras. Then in Raganuga Bhakti, by following the Raganuga Bhakti, then you follow the limbs of this Bhakti. Either take a shelter of sadhu, take diksha and take, and then also it's written in Navada Bhakti, 9 limbs of the Bhakti, and then it's written about 5 limbs of Bhakti: sadhusanga, nama-sankirtana, mathuravas, and devotee worship and simurti. So these 5. So you have to do these 5 to get sadhusanga, nama-sankirtana, bhagavad shravan, mathuravas, and Sri Murti. And worshipping the murtis. These are the 5 limbs. There is importance on these 5 limbs of bhakti. Sadhusanga. Sadhusanga is prominent because without sadhusanga there is no bhakti. Without the satsang, if you don't have association of the sadhusanga, you will not get gyan, knowledge. You will not know what's right and what's wrong. Bhakti, by bhakti, it's calling karma, gyan, and bhakti. That's why Tulsidas ji is saying, so if you don't get Prabhu's kripa, then you won't even get association. Then it's very difficult to get association of a pure devotee. So that is also the mercy of Bhagwan. You have to have association of the Bhakti Sangh. Listen Hari Katha from them. In whichever ras you want to do bhajan, so you have to have association of a sadhu of that same. If Madhurya ras, if you want to go into Madhurya ras, then you have to have association of a sadhu who is in Madhurya ras. Then somebody who wants to do Sakhya Bhav bhajan, then they have to associate with a Sakhya Bhav sadhu. So you have to do the sadhana accordingly to your mood. So with the bhakti is the priority. The topmost, the root cause of the bhakti is the association of sadhu. If you don't have association of a sadhu, then you cannot have bhakti. Then sadhusanga and nama-sankirtana. Actually, yes, you have to chant another shelter of the sadhu. There is one grantha sadhu and bhakta sadhu. Whoever is available with sadhus, grantha sadhu or a bhakta sadhu, whichever is available. Grantha Bhagavat or Bhakta Bhagavat. Grantha Bhagavat. In the Grantha Bhagavat is called Jiva Bhakta. Sadhu is called Jivanta Bhagavat. So when you study the Bhagavad, we will not be able to sometimes understand the Siddhantas, but by association with the Bhakta sadhu, you will be able to understand the Siddhantas in the Shastras. If you do not understand the Grantha Bhagavad, sometimes you can misunderstand it. But we have Bhakta Bhagavad. That is the importance of the Bhagavatam. That's why you have to listen the Hari Katha from a Bhakta Bhagavad. Means Srimad Bhagavatam Dharma. This is slok. Nirmasata. You have to associate. You have to associate and listen to the Bhagavad sadhu. Somebody, a sadhu who's got realization, who is a sadhu. Which sadhu? You don't have to, you listen from any other sadhu, then you will not get the fruit. Now, if you listen to Mayavadi Sangha, then if you listen from Bhagavad from a Mayavadi sadhu, then you will be totally opposite. So you have to give up that Mayavadi sadhu Sangha association. Somebody, you have to sadhu who is above you, you should listen to from that sadhu. Bhakti is, there are 5 times of bhakti, and there are 5 times of sadhana, the process. Sadhusanga, nama-sankirtana, Madhuravas, and Murti Puja. Then after that, we have these 3 types of bhakti: Shravan, Kirtan, and Smaran. And then at the end, it's only one bhakti, is nama-sankirtana. And the topmost is nama-sankirtana of the limbs of the bhakti. We have to chant by avoiding aparadh. We have to chant by avoiding offenses. So it says the topmost is a nama-sankirtana. We have to chant without offenses. Then we will get Krsna-prema will manifest in the heart. So like that, a sadhak is doing bhajan from Shraddha, Adhusada, sadhusanga, bhajan kriya, anatha nivriti, ashakti, bhakti, ruchi, ashakti, and prem, bhav and prem. Prem, that's where we have to reach. Prem prayojan. So we have to reach Krishna, prem. We don't want Krishna. That is not what the aim is of Bhakta. We have got a relationship with Krishna. There's 2 types of bhakti: Samanta Atmika Bhakti and Kama Atmika Bhakti. Samanta, you have to serve in the Samanta Bhakti. You have to serve with a relationship. Like Sakhas and Mother Jashoda, they are doing some relationship bhakti. And the Radha and the Gopis, the bhav they have for Krishna is called Kama-atmika Bhakti. Even Kama-atmika, there's 2. Sambhog-mayi, Sambhog-ichamayi, and the other one is Tad-tat ichamayi. Ichamayi bhav bhakti. Tad-tat ichamayi. That is called Manjari bhav. That is what Mahaprabhu came to give This is why Mahaprabhu came in this world, to give to the jivas. Is tad icchamayi bhakti. The manjari's bhav is whether you are qualified or not, is just openly giving it to everyone. Aya Krsna-prema pradaye Krishna Krishna Namne Gaurata Vishe Namahe. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took the complexion of Krishna, complexion of Radha and power of Radha, and he's tasting it, he's relishing it, and he's giving it out. That's why Mahaprabhu is called Mahavadaniya. Then sadhak, after Shraddha, after all the processes of the bhakti, when the sadhak reaches Ashakti, when they have agreed to have the roop, what is the roop of Bhagwan? What is the swarup of Bhagwan? Dharma, karma, aksha, moksha. The economic and dharma, and then it's not, when you have a pure bhakti, pure sadhak doesn't go towards the economical and dharma path. Even mukti, even the mukti, they don't want to, they give up mukti. When they have a realization of bhakti, then they say, sadhak is saying, I am not even interested in mukti. As they are only, when the prema bhakti, when they have manifestation of prema bhakti, they are crying, they have tears in their eyes. When the prema manifests, they are dancing, the sadhak is dancing, sometimes he's rolling down on the ground, sometimes they are crying for Bhagwan. Those are the symptoms. This bhakti, yes, the bhakti is the prakash of Satchidananda. Sat Chit Ananda. Bhakti is the prakash of Sat Chit Ananda. What is bhakti? Bhakti is what? Bhakti is the Murti Prakash, manifestation of Sat Chit Ananda. Sat means Gyan, Anand means Haladini Shakti. Srimati Radhika's the Madhurya Prem, the gopis of Radha, that are the seva for the gopis and the Radha manifest there. In Brahma Samhita, Ananda Chinamayi Bhav. Radharani, she wants to give happiness to Krishna. So in order to give happiness to Krishna, she manifests in many gopis. Then Srimati Radhika, she wants to fulfill the desires, fulfill all the desires of Krishna. In the Radha in Purna, Yes, it's mentioned that Radharani completely fulfills all the desires of Krishna. Why? Because Radharani knows Krishna's heart. Because Radharani is Haladini Swarupa Shakti. What is Radha? What is the tattva of Radha? Is Haladini Shakti Swarupa. And is Mahabhav. And she is Mahabhav Swarupini Radha Thakurini. That's why Radharani, she is serving Krishna in all aspects. Whatever icha, whatever desire Krishna has, and automatically that comes into Radharani's heart. And she fulfills his desires. And this Krishna's Sukh. And in order to give happiness to Krishna, Radharani manifests in many other gopis like Rupa Manjaris and Sakhis. So if there is many different types of gopis, and Sakhis, then there is a variety, then Krishna will be happy. So Radharani knowing Krishna's heart, she manifests in many other forms for the happiness of Krishna. She arranges everything to make Krishna happy. That's why Gurudev is saying, Sachidanandana, Satchit. Bhav is called pushpa, flower. And prem is fruit. Prem is, they are giving an example that bhav is fruit and prem is fruit. In a tree, what grows first? There's a bud. Like a bird grows in the bud, in a mango tree first, then the birds come, and then the flowers, like small flowers appear, and then the fragrance of the flowers is spread, and it's like, and the bee, with that fragrance, Bhakti is compared to a bee. So this fragrance attracts the bee. So the bee will buzz around that beautiful flower because of the fragrance. So in the mango tree where the flowers are there, the bees will buzz around and fly around. Then after, when the bud matures, when the fruit gets matures, and the birds bite in it, then the fruit is very sweet, and the mali means a gardener will taste that fruit. When we have prem, so like that, in sadhak's heart, when the fruit will attract the bees, like the flowers. Where is the bhav compared with puspa? Bhav is compared to what? Flower. And prem is compared to flower. Is prem rupi flower. The fruit is compared to prem. And when the prem, we have to do the process of sadhan in order how we will get the prem, in the sadhak's heart. Even though it's there, but we have to do the bhajan. Who has bhav in their heart, whoever's in the sadhak whose bhav is manifested in heart, even though he is coming from a chandal, low caste family like chandal, he will be, even though like a Brahmin, like for example Haridas Thakur was born in a Muslim family, and he was chanting, he was chanting, and everyone was respecting him. Wherever bhakti can manifest, anywhere. With the prostitute. No. Lakshya. Lakshya. Yes, Lakshya Hira. She was a prostitute. By the mercy of Haridas Thakur, how she became, even how she became so famous, like all the Vaishnavas were paying pranam to her. How she became. Bhakti is such a thing that when bhakti manifests in anyone's heart, they will, even the Brahmas and the Devatas will do stuti. If the karma and jnana, you will not get this fruit. In the Gita I said that my bhakti will never patang. Patang means destroyed. In the Shastra there is more glorification of the bhakti, and the topmost level of the bhakti is a Prema Bhakti. That Prema Rupi fruit, when it's ripened, it's so very tasty and so much gives out so much nice fragrance, and the bhakta is relishing all that, and it's also giving that out. He's also relishing it, and he's also giving out to others to relish. And the Chakravat Path is saying, whoever's heart, in the heart, whoever's heart this power is manifested, there even the Brahmins will do pranam to him. So when the bhav is manifested, when the bhav becomes matured, and then prem manifests. When bhakta goes to the bhav stage, it will not be able to go to the prema. Why? Because he still got this human body, this body. For example, the lion's milk, you cannot keep in any container. You have to keep the lion's milk in a gold container. It's very strange, that milk, that lioness's milk, when the milk goes into the cub's mouth, nothing happens. But that same milk, if you put it in any other container other than the gold containers, it spoils. This is how Bhagwan has created this material world.
The milk of the
tigress, sorry, not lioness, beg your pardon, tigress.
then the small one
The cubs.
they are drinking. The milking going their mouth. No problem. Nothing happens. Or same milk of the dragons. And dropping in the ordinary pot, that pot will be crushed.
Broken.
Broken.
Oh, sorry, broken, not this. I need that. So what is the properties? Then there is a shakti. There is some shakti. There is some energy in that milk. So when the Bhakti Devi manifests in sadhak's heart, it will clean, like it will make everything pure. Even though you've taken birth in the lowest caste, he is above. Even he is above the Brahmins. Even the Brahmins will pay respect to him and do pranam to him. So this is the glorification of bhakti. That bhakti, that bhav bhakti. Then this bhav bhakti, when it matures, then it comes to a prem. But prem, when you have prem, you will not have this body. Before prem, you will have to leave the body. For example, the sak, like a snake leaves this old skin. So similarly, bhakta, bhava bhakta will leave his body. Then he will get Bhagwan's dham. Bhakti or this is the glorification of bhakti and bhakta. Jnani. Patang, I don't know. What is the meaning of patang? I don't know.
Krishna Arjun, tum pratika karo. Mere bhakti kabhi patan.
Patang means
Patan. Never defamed.
No, not defamed.
Never fall down.
Never fall down. Okay. Yeah, patang means never fall down. So who are the pure bhaktis? The bhakti sadhak, which is the bhava and bhakti, and they have bhakti, they will never fall down. But if somebody who is a jnani, then the jnanis could fall down. With the jnana is a masculine gender, and Maya is a feminine. Maya is a feminine gender. So the Maya will make Jnani fall down. But so Maya so Maya is feminine, Bhakti is also feminine, but Maya will never be able to come to Bhakti. Bhakti, whoever's got Bhakti, Maya will be so far away from that. But with the Gyan, a Jnani can fall down. But Bhakta will never fall down. This is what's mentioned. Bhakti is a manifestation of a chinmaya, like money. Money means stone, precious stone. And Jnani is like a ghee lamp, like Jnani is compared to a ghee lamp. So when the ghee lamp is like illuminated, so if a wind comes, then the wind will put off the ghee lamp. So that is like Jnani. So that's how a Jnani would fall down. So the Maya Devi, she stays very far away from Bhakti. For making Bhakti fall down is another thing, but she's wherever there is a Bhakta, Wherever there is Bhaktas and Bhakti, Maya is very far away.
Bhakti yogena manasi sammukha praniti amale apasya purusham purna mayanchu tadvasa. देखियो देखा माया जो है
Maya,
भगवान से दूर
Bhagwan is, she is very far from the Bhagwan.
माया तो भक्ति की सर्वोत्तमता दिखा दिया.
So this is, Bhakti is a prakash, like a gem. Gem. Bhakti is like, even there is, the gem will always be illuminated. Even there is, it's money, like it's if there is a window, nothing, the light will not go off in a money. But with a ghee lamp, so the gyan is compared to a ghee lamp. Because when the ghee lamp is up and then if there is a wind, then it will put off the light. So Bhakti is compared to the money. Money is always illuminated. Even if there is wind, still the Bhakti will be illuminated. And then after that, it's called Prema Bhakti. Then whoever's heart Prema Bhakti is manifested, it will be very difficult to understand. Whoever's got prema in their heart, his symptoms, he will be very difficult for us to understand. Sometimes they are crying, sometimes they are laughing, sometimes they are rolling down on the ground. So whatever leelas they are remembering, according to the leelas they are remembering, their symptoms manifest in their bodies. Some days Milan is meeting Leela, then they are laughing and smiling. Sometimes there is a separation Leela, then the Bhakta is crying. This Bhakta, you will not be able to. People cannot understand the symptoms of bhakti because all the leelas, however, according to the leelas that manifest in their heart, there is a romance, like all the sattvic bhavs manifest. So this Premi Bhakta, when they meet, they also have a lot of greed to meet Bhagwan.
इसलिए कर रहे चंडालो विधि श्रेष्ठ. भक्त किसी कुल में भी जन्म.
Bhakta, it doesn't matter whichever family or whichever it takes a birth. In the Bhava Sagat Bhakti,
सौसर्य सौकुमार्य आदि ये सब आकर के भक्त के हृदय के जो अत्यंत जो उद्वेलित करते, स्टिमुलेट करते हैं.
So what stimulates in the bhaktas? When the bhakti, bhava bhakti is in bhaktas, in the bhaktas heart, like this, it's stimulated like the fragrance. It will stimulate the heart. So they will have a darshan of Bhagwan's roop, beautiful roop. Even Bhagwan's sound, even if the sound from Bhagwan's roop, they will have each bhav. The bhav is showing the bhav for like the sound of Bhagwan, the roop of Bhagwan. So the beautiful roop, he will faint having the darshan. Bhakta will have a darshan of beautiful form of Bhagwan. The Bhakta will faint. The beautiful roop, so pure, the fragrance that's emanating from Bhagwan's body. Like, Kasturi, the musk is in the deer's the navel. So, whichever. Actually, the deer is following this fragrance, but the fragrance of the musk is in himself. So whenever he can smell this fragrance, he is running towards that direction. He thinks the fragrance is coming from elsewhere, but it's in his own navel, right? So Bhakta, similarly, Bhakta is also running with this scene where this fragrance is coming from. So Bhakta is so much absorbed in so much. So Bhagwan is saying that when even the listening from Bhagavad's beautiful words, Bhakta is all the different. Sarvasha means Sarvasha, they have in so much eagerness to Adaras. Adaras means his prasad, his uchista. Bhakta is so much, he has so much greed. So social. Udaryata, Karunya. 7 types. What's Karunya? Asking Karunya. Compassion, yeah, Karunya. That stimulates the Bhakta. By speaking, you will not understand. It's very high standard when the Bhakta has a darshan of a beautiful roop of Krishna, the sadhak, the Bhakta faints. And the Bhakta, when the Bhakta is a dasya ras, then I didn't understand that. Sometimes the Bhakta thinks, oh, I am having dreams of Bhagwan. Vatsalya ras. Then the Bhagwan is holding their hands and he lifts him up with his own hand. And with Vatsalya bhav, and Krishna is like hugging the Bhakta. So like a mother and father, like a small mother hugs the baby. So Bhakta, so Krishna does all this. And the Madhurya Bhakta, he also hugs the Bhakta. He embraces the Bhakta. And the Bhakta faints by. There's so much anand in the darshan of Bhagwan. There's so much anand in Bhagavad darshan that is very difficult to even describe. But then, when you are separated from Bhagwan, at the same time, there's so much. There's anand at the same time of milan and separation, meeting and separation. When the separation, Bhakta is praying that I am not qualified. Please, there's so humbleness comes in a Bhakta. Humility comes in a Bhakta and saying, please give me darshan like a Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj said, I am not even qualified to be father of Krishna. Because that I could not give that Vatsalya bhav to Krishna. So Nanda Baba is saying out of humbleness that I was not able to give that paternal. Yes, if I gave him so much love as a father, then he would not have gone anywhere, right? Where there is prema, then Wherever there is prem, everyone wants to be there. Even if you give a roti to the dog, and the next day, bas, he'll be so loyal and say, oh, he's my Malik. So the dogs who are wandering on the street, and if you daily give them a piece of roti, after 3 days or 2 days, he will say, oh, he's my Malik, he is my owner. Why? Because he's love. So even in this material world, we want love. So even in the spiritual world, there is love. So Nanda Maharaj is saying, in the humble mood, he is saying that I could not give enough love to my son. Then in my heart, I don't have Krishna-prema. If I had prema in my Krishna, then I would not be alive. I would leave my body. But look at Dasrath Maharaj. He said, oh Ram, 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 and he left his body. Dasrath Maharaj left his body. But Nanda Maharaj is saying that my Balak, my son, went to Mathura, but still I'm living. Then you compare. Then if you compare, then whose prem is higher? Whose prem is higher? Is Nanda Maharaj's prem is much higher than Dashrath Maharaj's prem for Ram. But why still there is dinata in Nanda Maharaj? When the prem manifests, you have so much humbleness. Humbleness manifests. Even when prem, even if you have a tiny smell of bhakti, smell of bhakti, you will be very humble. Trinada pisuni chena. You can leave everything, but what you cannot leave is the pratistha, fame. Name and fame is very difficult for the. Even everything else you can. We can leave everything like anger and calm, but it's very, very hard to live up pratistha. But if there is a smell of getting pratistha, then the bhakti cannot come. In Manasiksha, I said, even if you have a smell of pratistha in your heart, then you will not gain prema bhakti. Even Chandala, low pushta. It's like a dog eater, it's compared. Pratistha is compared to untouchable. If that pratistha is dancing in your heart, then you cannot have pure bhakti. Pratistha asa. Prem will not manifest. If pratistha is dancing in the heart, the Madhavendra Puri Bhat, when he was in Romania, and the Thakurji, he himself stole kheer for Madhavendra Puri. So the Thakurji's name is Kheer Chor Gopinath. Who did he steal it for? Madhavendra Puri. And then at night, the Puri Pujari went out and said, who's Madhavendra Puri? Even in the midnight, in the middle of the night, the Pujari woke up and Thakurji told him, okay. Kheer. This is for Madhavendra Puri. And then midnight the Pujari, he woke up, went out in the street and said, who is Madhavendra Puri? Madhavendra Puri started to think, I should not stay here because I shouldn't stay here. Why? Because the Pujari will spread all these rumors around the next day. So the same night, Madhavendra Puri left that place because he didn't want the pratistha. Madhavendra Puri Bhat. this is
प्रेम जब हो जाता है,
when there is prema in the heart. The symptom is humility. Humbleness
इसलिए
comes.
भक्त भगवान की तरफ प्रार्थना
That's why
करते
the
हैं,
Bhakta is praying to the Bhagwan.
योग्य नहीं, आप
I am not even qualified, but you give me. I am praying that please you give me darshan.
सत्कर्म, मैं कोई सत्कर्म
I have not done any good karmas
हे प्रभु आप ही की कृपा से
because hey Prabhu, you give me a kripa.
भक्ति हृदय में उत्पन्न हो
When the
जाए,
bhakti manifests in the hearts,
दीनहीन करा दे,
the humbleness automatically comes.
दीनहीन हो जाए।
The bhakta becomes very humble. No, Nanda Maharaj. I said that because of humility.
हमने भूख लगा कि नहीं?
No, Nanda Maharaj said
We offered Jama.
that I couldn't give so much love to my son. That's why he's left me. I cannot even leave this body. Because if you look at Dashrath Maharaj, in the separation, he left his body. Why? So he's saying that because out of humility, he's saying that he's got more love for Radha.
ग्रंथ भागवत
Then I have
जीवंत
my
केवल
Krishna,
भक्त
but that's out
भागवत
of
कार्य है,
humility.
जीवंत
But actually, Nanda Maharaj's prem is higher than Dashrath Maharaj's. Let's do it to you.
सच बोल रहे हो, सच मार्गदर्शन
हैं? कैसे होगा?
How would we know? When you do bhakti, it will manifest. I can understand. Yeah, it will give you some realization. You'll get realization.
माँ जैसे पिता की
So like mother and father,
पिता के परिचय कौन देते हैं?
who will know that he is your father, right? Is the mother knows that he is your father. So mother tells, mother gives us birth, but mother will tell you, oh, he is your father.
ठीक उसी प्रकार
So similarly,
शास्त्र में
in the Shastras tell us. So the Shastra will tell us.
दर्शन के द्वारा
It will come, the Shastra will give that Shastra. Gyan will tell her by Anusilan, means by doing bhakti. This realization will come in your heart.
भजन भक्ति करो,
Bhajan bhakti.
अनुभव कराए।
Bhakti. By doing bhajan, the bhakti herself will give you that realization. Gyan will not give you realization. Bhakti will give you realization, not Gyan.
अग्नि आप कैसे उठेगी?
Agni. How will you know this fire? How will you know this fire? Until you put your hand in the fire and you'll get heat in your fire by knowing that
आजकल आर्टिफिशियल
by heat. You know, like you have artificial fire. It looks. Yes. Right, guys. So you might say by Gyan, yes, this is fire. But until you put your hand in it, then you will realize that. That is called realizing the heat or getting burnt in a fire. That is realization.
What can we do about pratishtha then?
Say-
What can we do about pratishtha?
व्हाट
हम प्रतिष्ठा के क्या कर सकते हैं जो
वी ऑफर टू कृष्ण व्हाटएवर यू विल गेट यू ऑफर टू मी एंड कृष्ण सो नो ना बादी तुम्हारा कर्म महापुरुषन का हैं
They said, if you have pratistha, then what you do with your pratistha? If you say, I am doing it, you offer the pratistha to the Lord.
तो ये क्या
If you say, I am doing that pratistha, then it's,
जैसे मैं प्रचार कर रहा हूँ
for example, I am preaching. If I have that thought that I am preaching,
तो भक्ति देवी प्रकट नहीं
then
होगी
Bhakti Devi will not
गुरु
manifest.
पाद ने मेरे द्वारा ये
Guru Dev is making me do this, then, or Guru Dev is doing, I'm only a puppet.
ये भावना है
That is the bhavana you should have. That's the mood you should
क्या
have.
बोले
I'm just a puppet. and the Guru is done.
हम प्रचार कर रहा हूँ,
If you
मैं
say,
कथा सुना रहा हूँ,
if I'm preaching or I'm speaking katha to others, then that is pratistha.
गुरु और भगवान मुझे तो
It's Guru and Vaishnava are making me
और वो फल
do this.
किसको हम दे रहे हैं?
And who are we giving this fruit? To the Guru.
गुरु और भगवान के लिए।
We give this fruit to Guru and Bhagwan.
मैं कर रहा हूँ,
If
ये
you say
भावना रह
me,
जाए,
if you say I am doing it,
तब
then
भक्ति कहीं।
then bhakti will not manifest.
हैं?
If you have that
समझ
mood.
में आ रही है?
Yeah, do you understand?
उसी प्रकार लोग यदि हमें कोई
So
प्रतिष्ठा
like
भी दे,
if some people give you
प्रतिष्ठा
pratistha,
आशा से परिनिष्ठा।
pratistha and say
प्रतिष्ठा की इच्छा कैसे है?
pratistha
सुअर की
icha, it's compared, pratistha is compared to the stool of
सुअर क्या
a
खाती है?
pig.
पैखाना खाती है।
Pig, go to the pig.
और फिर
Pigs
वो
eat
उसमें
the stool,
पैखाना
right?
करते हैं। तो और
And then
भी
again he's
दुर्गंध
doing
है।
stool, right? He's also
प्रतिष्ठा उसी
eating
प्रकार
stool,
से
and then
सुअर
his stool is even worse than that stool is giving more smell, foul smell. So pratistha is being compared to pig's stool.
प्रतिष्ठा तो आएगा,
Pratistha will come.
किंतु इसे मैं किया,
But if you say, may, I done it,
मैंने प्रचार किया,
I have done the prachar,
ये मैं हो जाएगा।
may, then it becomes I.
मैं कौन करता है? बकरा।
Bakra, you know the goat does may.
नहीं, गुरु भगवान ये भावना है।
So you should have that mood, that Guru and
वास्तविक सत्य
Bhagwan are making.
भगवान की इच्छा में
And
नहीं
actually
करता
that
भी,
is true, right? Because even a leaf cannot move without the desire of Bhagwan. So that's why you should give everything
आज समझ में?
to Bhagwan.
ये भावना।
So this is the mood you should
सब
have.
कुछ जो कुछ है,
Whatever you
भगवान
have,
की सेवा।
whatever you do, whatever you have, you offer it to Bhagwan and Guru and Vaishnava.
भोगना पड़ेगा कि नहीं?
Otherwise you will have to then it becomes karma.
आज ऐसे चलो।
Ki jai.
अच्छा, प्रसाद बहुत
Bostreggo perché?
Look, my love for Krishna is not even so much. I haven't been able to love him that much as I should have been, should love him. That's why he's left and he's going to the truth. But look, it does not matter.